Do you know what, Annie? No, tell me. I've got a job at the paper. Really? As a journalist? I'll start as an office gopher and take it from there. That's great. Totally different from this dive. Don't you like being a waitress? Yes, I do, but it's not exactly my dream job. I've always wanted to be a journalist, and now I've got the chance.
Bob Johnson, Chief Editor.
Emma.
Welcome aboard, Emma. I hope you will like it here at the paper.
I'm sure I will. How many people work here?
We're a small but tight group. I'm the chief editor and owner of this paper. Carla is the managing editor and my right hand, you could say. Malcolm and Lucy are reporters. And then there's Tom, our own star photographer. You can start the day by introducing yourself to everyone.
Okay, boss.
Call me Bob. Do you have any questions?
Okay, before we continue, I want to introduce this game. Now, this game I had played as a child. It was one of my favorite games, and I wanted to show you guys. Now, it is a slower sort of mystery game, and I loved it, and I hope you guys love it too. It's called The Diamond Mystery of Rosemond Valley. There's a lot of dialogue, and it's kind of a... It's not even a puzzle game. It's just like a good, fun little storyline game.
Where will I sit?
You'll sit with Malcolm and Lucy in the editorial office. Yours is the desk in the corner. You'll find some equipment in the drawer that will be of use to you.
What type of equipment will I be using?
A beeper so that we'll be able to get hold of you. A notebook, a computer. I asked Tom to lend you one of his cameras. You'll have to ask him how it works. I'm not good at these things.
I'm pretty good at taking pictures, and I can develop film too.
Oh, that's great. You're a real master photographer, are you?
No, not exactly. Are you the manager of this paper?
Yes, I own the paper and I'm also chief editor. Carla is the managing editor. You can learn a lot from her.
What will I be doing?
You'll be an assistant to all of us, helping out with research and paperwork.
Research sounds like fun. Does that mean looking up facts?
Exactly. That will be your main job.
I'll do my best.
I think you should go and get to know the others now.
But they all seem so busy. I don't want to disturb them.
You won't disturb them. I'm sure they can't wait to meet you.
Alright, well, we'll go ahead and get started. Now, the camera moving around is a little bit crazy. It is an old game, and like the thing that's annoying is that I've actually recorded this whole first segment before and stuff, like, but there's no options to this game. Like, there's no settings for the sound, so the background sound was so loud I had to redo all of it.
Hi. You're Lucy, right? Yes, and you're Emma. It'll be nice not being the only girl around here. What about Carla? Yes, but she's not a girl. She's an old woman.
I wonder how old she is.
That Carla, is she a bit weird, or to say the least? Have you seen her carnivorous fish? So Carla has a carnivorous fish. What an unusual pet. Maybe it suits her personality. Sometimes I've seen her talking to it, as if it were a person. That's weird.
No, that's not. I've talked to pets and animals and stuff like that, as if they know what I'm saying. That's not weird at all. A lot of people do that, I hope.
What are you working on now? I'm filing articles in alphabetical order.
It's a lot of work.
Are you filing articles? But I thought you were a reporter. I thought so too. But I get to do all the leftover jobs.
If I remember correctly, like, I liked Lucy when I played it as a kid, but, like, I always felt so bad for her.
Bob said maybe I could come with you or Malcolm on a cover story. That's fine with me, but it's probably nicer to go with Malcolm. You'd probably prefer to work with him. Why would I rather go with Malcolm on a cover? He gets to do all the fun covers. Of course, he was the one who got to interview the president when he visited town.
The president came to this town? If I remember correctly, it's like a tiny town.
Why does Malcolm get all the fun jobs? He used to work for a big paper in New York. Plus, he's Carla's favorite. I didn't know she had favorites. Well, she dislikes some less than others.
Carla person, like, we haven't even met her yet, and she sounds
what
weird.
do you get to write about? Well, last time it was the vote on the color of the parking meters. 42% voted for red, and 58% voted for blue. Then there was the big debate on the local council regarding which flowers to plant in the square. For some reason, the young people want tulips, and the old people want geraniums. That's how exciting my pieces are. Don't you get angry when Malcolm gets to do all the fun stuff? It's not his fault.
It sounds like HOA type of stuff. I've been part of an HOA community, and we like vote on little meticulous things like that, and it's so, I don't know, it's so extra. So extra. I'm glad we don't live in one of those anymore.
I was wondering about something. Where's that Tom character? I guess he's still in the dark room. He practically lives there. I'd like to ask Tom if I could use the dark room sometime. You can always ask, but don't go in there while he's working or he'll go mad. I'd love to chat some more, but there are some things I have to do. Okay, see you. See you.
Alright, so I did see the, Malcolm, I believe, is over here from my memory.
Hi, welcome. I'm Malcolm. I'm a reporter.
I'm Emma.
Emma. Sweet name for a sweet girl.
Thanks.
That's weird.
What are you working on now?
Ah, a dead dull story on angling. Bob never gives up on the fishing stories.
Let's see.
How long have you been working here?
Just for a month. I used to work for a bigger paper.
How come you moved to a local paper?
I got sick of the big city stress. The atmosphere is better at a smaller paper.
Despite angling?
Yes, despite angling.
Do you ever get to do boring covers?
No, not really. I usually get to choose them myself.
Does Lucy get to choose what to write about too?
She's so shy, it's hard to tell what she wants to do.
I have a feeling nobody really asked her either.
I've noticed there is a huge interest in fishing in this paper.
And what about you? What are you interested in?
Becoming a good journalist.
Well, you've come to the right place. I'll teach you some tricks.
She shot him
What
down
sort
on
of
that
tricks
one.
do you mean?
Well, how to get people to talk, for instance.
How do you?
You have to get a feeling for the person you're interviewing, and then adapt your tactics. Sometimes you use small talk to make them lower their guard. Other times you have to attack or provoke them.
That sounds a bit manipulative.
Maybe so, but our job is to reveal the truth.
I don't know if you want to reveal the truth like that.
Notebook and pen.
Get all of our supplies.
A camera, property of Tom Taylor. There's already film in the camera. Great. A beeper. I feel really professional.
And old school. Really old school. Like, I remember... Go over here.
Isn't it about time to get a CD player?
Oh, gosh, that's so funny. A CD player. Okay. We gotta introduce ourselves to the last people. Go ahead and see about Tom first. If I remember correctly, he's down this way. It's supposed to be
Close the door.
Okay, never mind.
Oops, I'm sorry.
And that was Tom. I'm sure we'll meet him later. My memory is still foggy on some of the parts of this game, so I don't remember all the dialogue, but I remember the gist of what I'm supposed to be doing, to where hopefully I don't get too hung up in areas, because this game doesn't really hold your hand. You kinda gotta, some things you gotta like guess where you need to be.
Hi, are you Carla? I'm Emma.
Hello? And how old might you be? Are you sure you finished school?
Yes, I'm 18, and I'm sure I finished school. I hope I didn't disturb you.
Well, I am a bit busy. Was there anything you wanted?
Oh my gosh, those plants. Plants on the side. Oh, everything else looks more or less 3D, but the poor
I
bushes,
just want to know who everyone is.
little
You're the
plants.
paper's managing editor, I've been told.
Yes, that's right. Come to me if you have any questions.
Well, I was wondering why you don't have a youth page in your paper.
A youth page?
Yes, one that's designed especially for teenagers, for instance.
Well, there's no room for it.
That's a shame. I'm sure it would be a hit.
Sure, but now I have to get back to work. You'll have to excuse me.
But it would be nice with some different themes.
What kind of themes?
Like celebrate Halloween with the Rosemond Valley Post.
You'll have to excuse me, but I must get back to work.
Well, I noticed that there is very little fashion in the paper.
This is not Paris, dear.
No, but a little wouldn't hurt.
I must get back to work.
Well, I have a question. Why do
You
you
still
do
keep-
so many features on
Keep
fishing?
asking questions.
Well, that's Bob's fault, really. He has a thing for fishing rods and rubber boots.
You like fish too, I see.
Yes, but as a pet, not on my plate.
Is that a piranha?
Yes, they can eat a person in less than a minute.
So I shouldn't be cuddling it then.
You could try. Well, speaking of which, I might as well tell you right away.
What?
You are not allowed to enter my office when I'm not here.
I won't.
Good. Then that's settled. I have to get back to work now, dear.
It's funny because to unlock that little piece right there, you have to ask like all the questions. Because you could say, I don't need anything, goodbye, much earlier on, but I didn't. So you unlock that little tidbit of stuff. But I don't know. I feel like that's a given that you don't walk into the boss's office.
What a creepy fish.
Don't scare little Pierre.
The castle's shaking. Oh goodness! Don't you just love the old games? Like I said, I feel like this game looks pretty nice considering how old it is. Okay, I believe that's everybody that we've talked to. Alright, we'll go ahead and talk to Bob. Bob.
I have some work for you, Emma. Our very own movie star, Kit Grace, is coming to town.
Oh, is she from this town? She is really famous.
Yes, and she has not been home for 20 years now. So we were hoping to get a great interview with her.
I read that Kit Grace doesn't give interviews.
She doesn't, but I'll have Malcolm charm her.
What do you want me to do?
Malcolm needs help with the research. Try to find out as much as possible about Kit's background.
How do I do research?
You can start by interviewing one of Kit Grace's old school friends, Debbie Winslow. You will find her in Debbie's hair salon in the old town.
A hair salon? Is she a hairdresser?
Yes, and not a very good one from what I've heard.
Oh goodness, Debbie. I remember Debbie. You guys will like her. Like her and hate her at the same time. So, in this game, there's a decent sized map of different places, and the thing is to get anywhere, you have to walk. So I'm gonna cut out a lot of this walking part. Otherwise, these videos are gonna be so long. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Right, we are down the right street. The hair salon is right at the end, but there's this woman that you can talk to.
What should I do?
Excuse me, do you know where Debbie's hair salon is?
Over there! Don't go there. Whatever you do, don't go there!
Come on, it can't be that bad.
You look at her hair? Alright.
Debbie's hair salon. This is it.
You'll get kicked out of her.
Hello? Excuse me.
You can't make an appointment. I'm fully booked.
No,
Surprisingly.
I'm not here to have my hair cut. I'm from the newspaper. I'd like to interview you.
Oh, well, I guess I could spare a minute or two.
I've heard you were a childhood friend of Kit Grace's.
Yes, we were best friends. But of course, at that time, her name was Sue Holmes.
How come Sue changed her name?
I guess she was ashamed of her old self. Sue Holmes is not the best stage name.
Why did she choose Kit Grace?
Her husband used to call her Kitten. Silly, isn't it? Grace is her middle name.
I never knew Kit Grace was married.
Was is the key word. Marriages never last in Hollywood.
How did people back here react when she became famous?
We hardly recognized her. She had dyed her hair blonde and...
Is it fake?
Yes, dear. Sue had mouse-colored hair. She was like a mouse.
Was Kit Grace popular at school?
No, she was fat as a pig. We used to call her Sugar Sue because she was always eating candy.
So mean. I thought you guys were supposed to be friends. And I just have to pause before I click any more dialogue. The picture in the back. She's wearing one glove, and it does not look like her hand. The one that's gloved, I did not register that as her hand. I thought she had like some kind of weird ducky, like, stuffy that's kissing her neck or something like that. That's weird.
So Kit wasn't exactly
Is it just me? Maybe it's just me.
No, more like the girl no one talked to.
So you were her best friend?
Yes, I had to make the sacrifice. She adored me.
Did she? Did she really? Like, called her fat?
Was Kit Grace fat? I find that hard to believe.
Plastic surgery, my friend. Liposuction.
Don't believe that's how you pronounce
You
it.
must have been surprised when she became famous.
Furious, more like it.
Why's that?
I was the talented one. She stole my dream role right in front of my eyes.
How did Kit steal your role?
She stole my script and locked me in the closet while she went out and had the screen test.
How dramatic.
How old were they?
She is a real witch and a lousy actress.
She left when she was an adult and she was married, so if that happened around the time, like, she would have been a full-fledged, like, adult. That's so weird.
Is Kit Grace a bad actress? But she won an Oscar, didn't she?
I'm sure she pulled a few strings to get that, too.
Do you keep in touch with Kit nowadays?
No, she broke contact with everyone back home when she left. Even with her old mother.
Her old mother? What's Kit's mother's name?
Mrs. Holmes, of course. She has her hair cut here.
Mrs. Holmes. I have to meet her.
She's cool. Not half as boring as her daughter.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of friendship these people had, but, like, it does not sound like good ones.
Do Kit and her mother keep in touch nowadays?
No, Sue doesn't even call her old mom. Poor Mrs. Holmes.
Do you have her address?
You can't miss her house. She lives in the old rookery up the hill. Terrible place. Sue really should have made sure she had a decent house.
We thought it was haunted when I was a kid.
That's sad.
No ghost would dare to haunt Mrs. Holmes.
I don't think I have any further questions. Thank you for your help.
Will I be in the paper now?
I'm not sure.
But you better take a picture then. Is this all right?
Sure. Say cheese.
Cheese! Aren't you going to ask any more about me?
I'm sorry, but I better go. Thank you so much.
Well, like I said, she's interesting. Whatever friendship they had needed a lot of work. Now let's go see if we can talk to Mrs. Holmes. Now, if I remember correctly, we actually have to lie to her to get into the house, because if we say anything other than that we're, like, workers that are supposed to be there, she'll turn us away. And then we have to go through, like, asking her again and again and again, so I'll just go directly to the one that I know will get us in.
Who's there?
I'm the home help.
Well, it's about time you came. I'm tired of rolling around in all this dust. Please come in. Welcome.
Whoa,
This
jeez,
house
forgot.
needs a good
Just
cleaning.
skips you right to
It's
it.
as dusty as the tomb of Tutankhamun.
I'll do my best.
You've not been here before, have you? What's your name?
I'm Emma. Funny, but you remind me of the actress Kit Grace.
She's my daughter. Do we really look alike?
Yes, really, you must be very proud of her.
Don't forget to dust the ornaments.
Okay.
Do you think you could help me get Kit's autograph?
Well, miss, I think you should stop talking and start cleaning.
What do you want me to do?
I didn't mean to click that one. That was a little forward. Oh,
You
jeez.
can start by dusting.
You read
Do you
before I
have a
click
feather
the
duster?
answers.
Yes, where feather dusters are usually kept.
I'm sorry, but where are feather dusters usually kept?
I can tell you're new to this. In the flower pot, of course.
Why didn't I think of that?
Flower pot. Okay. I've never kept a feather duster in a flower pot. It's been a while since we had a feather duster, to be honest. But definitely never had it in a flower
duster in
pot.
the flower pot. Well, you learn something new each day.
Okay, so now we got to start cleaning. If I remember correctly, go to inventory.
You've got so many
There you go.
porcelain cats.
Oh, I've got 10 times as many in the attic. The day I pass away, I will give the entire collection to the museum to ensure it's preserved.
Does the museum want the collection?
If they don't want my kittens, they'll not get my money. It's all in my will.
I guess it all depends on how much money she has. Okay. Is this
That's
one?
Kit Grace. She's so beautiful.
Her name is Sue.
Does Kit come visit you often?
Her name is Sue. No, she doesn't. We have no contact.
That's a shame.
Shame? What's a shame?
That your daughter doesn't visit you.
I often have visitors. Lots of visitors.
I see. But Kit doesn't visit, you said.
No, and neither does Sue.
Why did she leave?
It's a sad story. It all began when her husband left her, the scoundrel.
What? Did he disappear too?
Yes, first he disappeared, and then Sue. Everyone disappears.
Maybe she couldn't stand the gossiping.
Well, now her face is in the gossip magazines every day.
But that's not the same thing.
They're quite funny, those magazines. I always read them at Debbie's.
Do you get your hair cut at Debbie's?
No, I do not. Debbie cuts it. Speaking of which, I need to make an appointment. My hair looks disgraceful.
I think...
Yes,
That's best.
sure. I'll make an appointment.
Thanks. It's about time. I look like one of those beetles.
So Kit left just after her husband had disappeared?
Yes. Everything disappears. People and socks.
Socks?
People and socks.
Maybe Kit's husband couldn't handle her fame.
Fame? Sue wasn't very famous in those days. We got on famously, though.
Do you know why he left her?
What do I know? I'm not a psychopath, you know.
Weren't they happy together?
Yes, they seemed happy. Don't ask me what she saw in him, but she was happy.
Do you think he had a mistress?
I find that hard to believe. He wasn't exactly the passionate type. He preferred the TV to candlelight, if you know what I mean.
That doesn't seem to be Kit Grace's style. She is so glamorous.
Yes, I guess she made up for it since she got rid of that bore.
Kit must have been devastated when her husband disappeared.
She cried night and day. I've never seen so many tears.
Seems like she cares about her baby.
What a tragic story.
Seems to care about her daughter.
These things can happen if you're not careful.
Has it been 20 years since she left?
I remember it like yesterday. We had a terrible fight the night before she left.
What were you fighting about?
I was tired of waiting around in her sea of tears. I said, go find yourself a better man. It can't be that bad. There's plenty of fish in the barn.
Okay, well, she cares about her daughter, but that is a little harsh to say.
I take it you didn't like Kit's husband.
He slurped when he drank sherry.
When he drank sherry?
Who's drinking sherry? Can I have some too?
How did the fight end?
Sue threw my finest porcelain cat against the wall. It broke into 1,000 pieces. Then she left.
It must have been terrible to part in such a way.
I think about it every time I see the crack. It has become a symbol for the crack between us.
That's so sad. It really is sad. But, gosh, these people are crazy.
Georgina Holmes. That has got to be you.
Yes, I was a bit of a name in those days. Sue has got her talent from me.
You're so beautiful.
Was, my dear. Take the poster. You can have it. I have a whole box full up in the attic.
You know, she's crazy, but she's sweet. You know?
I can't see a thing.
I believe we come back to take care of that. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Do you want me to clean the attic too?
I'd like you to, but there's no light up there right now.
Do you want me to come back and do it later?
Don't do tomorrow what you can do today. That'll be fine.
I'm done here.
I must give you something then. I don't have any cookies, but you could have my membership card for the Friends of the Museum.
Oh, thanks. But don't you need this?
I never go to the museum anymore. It's just the same old paintings again and again. I like moving pictures.
I like moving pictures, but I don't think I see a TV inside your house at all. And maybe it's in your bedroom. But honestly, we didn't clean a whole lot. I don't think we can put the duster back. Yeah, we can't put the duster back. I guess we're taking it with us. Sorry, Miss Holmes, for stealing your feather duster. So now we gotta go make an appointment.
Mrs. Holmes asked me to make an appointment for her.
Is it time for old Mrs. Holmes to have her hair cut again? How about Wednesday?
I'm sure that'll be fine. I can help her get here.
She's a funny old dear. Not at all like Kit.
I can believe that.
Back in the office. Now I believe we go tell Bob all that we found out. You
Now
better
I've
review.
interviewed Debbie at the hair salon. It was quite an experience.
I can imagine. Did you find anything interesting about Kit Grace?
Debbie gave me a new image of Kit Grace. Pretty far from Hollywood glamour, so to say.
Good. That's what people like to read. The ugly duckling syndrome. The frog turns into a princess.
Here are the notes from my interview with Debbie.
Thanks a lot.
Debbie gave me the address of Kit's mother.
Her mother? Is she still alive? Have you interviewed her?
Yes, I saw Mrs. Holmes.
Good. What did she have to say?
A lot of interesting stuff. She's lost touch with Kit.
Oh, well, that's a shame. She didn't have much to tell you then.
Yes, plenty. I couldn't stop her from talking. She's a bit senile, I think.
Didn't stop her from talking. You kept asking questions.
Apparently, Kit Grace's husband walked out on her.
Oh, really?
Apparently, there was a lot of gossip going around back then.
There's always a lot of gossip in a small town.
I had to tell a few lies to get Mrs. Holmes to let me in. I did manage to do a lot of cleaning while we were talking.
That's good, Emma. Very clever.
Here are the notes from my interview with Mrs. Holmes.
Thanks, Emma.
What did you think of my notes?
I must say I'm impressed, Emma. Very well done for an inexperienced reporter. You'll go far, but it's not exactly what I had in mind.
Are you worried about Kit Grace? What she will think?
Her lawyer's more like it. I know what they would think of this.
Yes, you do have to be quite careful with what
Can
you
we
put in the
use it
paper.
in the article?
Unfortunately, I don't think so, Emma. Don't take it personally. Sometimes we have to refrain from publishing certain facts for the sake of those involved.
But it's not that bad, though.
Not for a gossip magazine, no. But we don't gossip at the Rosemond Valley Post.
Interesting.
I thought the readers wanted the truth.
Sometimes the truth is not the best idea. We are talking about the pride of Rosemond Valley, Emma. Kit Grace.
Anything else you want me to do?
No, not right now. I'll let you know.
I believe now we can talk to Tom, who's a very interesting character as well. Boop, 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 boop. Get in the door. Oh. Alright. No. Old games. No. Get in the door. Okay, there we go.
Hello? Are you Tom?
Yes, and you must be Emma.
So you're a photographer.
Yes, I'm sorry if I was rude before, but I was developing some great pictures.
Is it your camera I'm using?
Yes, I hope you'll handle it with care.
I'm quite used to cameras. Could I use your dark room sometime?
Can you develop pictures?
I can, actually. Would it be all right?
No, I don't let anyone use my dark room.
Why'd you ask if she knew how?
How long have you been working here?
3 years, but it feels like at least 10.
How did you end up here?
Doesn't seem happy about it.
I've got to make a living, but I have some other irons in the fire. Soon things will start rolling, and then it's so long, Rosemond Valley.
I guess he does not want to
Are
be
you
here.
a good photographer?
Good? I'm the best. It's a joke that I'm here in this hole. I was shooting a model pageant in Hawaii not long ago. That wasn't too bad.
Model pageant?
Yeah, lots of babes in bikinis.
Why don't you tell me some more about that pageant?
I sure can, gorgeous. You want to know how to get into modeling, don't you?
Not exactly.
A lot of people ask me. I have the right contacts, you know.
It's kind of
Do
annoying.
you know many famous people?
Lots. I was just out shooting Kit Grace at the airport.
Do you know Kit Grace?
Well, no, not really. But we're talking about Hawaii here.
Hawaii, that sounds like paradise.
Yeah, the only bad part was that Bob and Carlos suddenly showed up. How fun is that?
What were they doing there?
Who knows? Bit of romance, maybe.
Are they a couple?
Don't know. They didn't seem happy to see me, that's for sure.
It's
I
weird.
can't imagine a more ill-matched couple.
Opposites attract, you know. Nothing wrong with a bit of a fling in the office?
I think there is. It's wrong. Very wrong. Are all models as good-looking in real life?
No, I make them look good.
You must be very popular then.
Yes, the girls gather around me like bees around honey. They're nothing without a good photographer.
You make it sound like you're hanging out with supermodels all the time.
It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
Are you sure you're not exaggerating?
I think it is.
No, it's all true. I'm the model's favorite photographer.
And you work here?
Tease me as much as you like. I'm virtually a legend in the business.
Anybody in here? I think this is where things get interesting. Oh, let's do some
I'll search
research.
for Kit Grace. Kit Grace wins Oscar. Kit Grace makes an impressive Queen Victoria. Kit Grace stars in new blockbuster. There seems to be nothing about Kit's life before Hollywood.
Well, I guess this paper, if they manage to print anything about her, then I guess it'll be special.
I can't think of a word to search for right now.
Okay. There's a note.
But here is a letter for me. Strange, no signature. Things are not what they seem. Go to the museum and look at the empty display case. What's this? Is someone pulling my leg?
Suspicious. Now we gotta go to the museum. And here we are at the museum.
Magnificent. And to think I've never been in here.
Hello, may I see your membership card, please?
Here you go.
Georgina Holmes. What a coincidence. We have another member by the same name.
What do you know?
Please come in.
He's not a very good guard. No offense. And go up here. There's a bunch of artwork and stuff. It's fish. Bob must like this room.
It looks a bit shabby.
Egyptian stuff? Oh,
Excuse me, have you seen an empty display case around here?
Rank are you? So much.
interesting. Let's see. Oh, it's a baby elephant. That's supposed to be the world. I don't know what map that is. Some Native American stuff. And this is where we're supposed to be.
This display case is empty. This must be the display case that was mentioned in the note.
Another note.
A new note? The true criminal has not been punished. What does that mean? Someone's trying to tell me something.
So, man, slowly walking up.
This
Kind
is
of
an
creepy.
interesting display case.
Yes. It's empty.
Exactly. That's what makes it so interesting.
I'm Emma. What's your name?
Vicini's the name. Vincent Leonardo Vicini. Pleased to meet you.
Do you work here?
Do you normally walk up to strangers?
No, I'm just an enthusiast.
People are...
I like looking at jewels too.
Each jewel has its own story. That's what makes them unique.
You seem to know a good deal.
You could say that.
It's a little creepy.
So you're a jewel expert, are you?
Yes, I guess I'm a bit of an expert on the matter.
Which are the most precious jewels here?
The most precious diamonds are the treasure diamonds. Or were, I should say.
Why is the display case empty?
That's where the stolen treasure diamonds used to be.
The stolen diamonds?
Yes, dear. Have you never heard of the great jewel theft?
No.
No, you were probably not even born. It was a long time ago. The diamonds were stolen from the museum and were never recovered.
How long ago is that?
It must be 20 years ago now. Time flies.
So the thief got away?
No, the thief was caught, but the diamonds were never found.
How strange.
A very strange story.
Was there no alarm in the display case?
Yes, and that's what confused the police. The display case was equipped with an advanced alarm that reacts to weight.
An alarm system reacting to weight. How does that work?
The detector senses if an object, in this case the diamonds, is moved from the display case. When the alarm goes off, all exits from the room are automatically closed.
That alarm system seems complicated.
It's complicated. The person who beat it must have been familiar with it. He knew where the controls were and how to turn them off.
Do you think the diamond theft was an inside job?
I know it was an inside job. It said so in the paper.
What paper?
The Rosemond
Yeah, see, I always
Valley
believed
Post,
the
of
paper.
course. There is no other paper here.
I have to go now.
It was nice meeting you.
Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and end it here. I'm waiting to go back into the office, and office is a little bit loud. But we'll continue on with the Diamond Mystery in the next video. If you are interested in watching and want to watch the whole thing, please do. Because it's, like I said, one of my favorite games growing up. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!